Okay, good morning, Brother DeBry. This is Adam Hawkins with CIT 260. Appreciate your understanding and let me do this. I was traveling last week for work. I did get a chance to meet with the group a couple of times, but as I was traveling, I didn't have access to my computer or the code. I wasn't able to do my own screen. So at this point, I want to walk you through the coding that I did. Well, one of the ones that I did most recently was the help menu, and then we'll go through a test to see how it works out. So as you see here on the thing, we put this into the main game view, and it was coded over here off a help menu view. Use the public class to bring up the help menu. You'll see here that as the menu comes up, this is the text that we did. I got this through the notes, but you have what is the goal of the game, who is Joseph in Egypt, how do I view the map, how do I move to another location, how do I display the list of available resources, return to the menu. And then down here you actually get into the coding. You'll see that I used initiator to get the help menu option. So as it comes up, there is the first thing where the help menu pops up, and you'll see please make a selection at the bottom part, and then through here you'll see each of the selections that are optional. So this was the value that I used to do the system outreach. And if you did I set it here that if you choose one of the outside options, I give a set. If you try and press number 7, it'll pop up and say, please enter a valid selection. So there were 6 different codes that we wrote. So for case number 1 or option 1, which was, as we come back up here, we see option 1 is what is the goal of the game. And so I explained that your goal of the game is to gather grain and harvest, provide enough food for the people so that they do not go hungry, and reserve enough for Pharaoh. Option 2 we can see is the who is Joseph in Egypt. And as soon as you come down here, it explains who Joseph in Egypt was. Option 3 is we can go back. Option 3 is how do you view the map? And so when I was doing the code here, we actually haven't coded the map portion yet. And so I just put this in as just a couple of X's to save the, I know I'll have to go back and change this once we do code the map, but in our instructions, we'll save using the map by pressing X, whatever we code that as. I need to get the coding done for that. Case 4, which was how do I move to another location? Again, I did the same thing where we coded case 4. You move to another location by pressing, I imagine we'll use the M key. Or maybe we'll use M for map instead of move for another location. We can use O for other location. And then case 5, which we can see was how do I display a list of available resources. You can come down here, and to view a list of current resources, we'll probably use R for resources. And then I had a little bit of trouble with case 6 at first. This is to bring you back. So the option for case 6 is to return to the main menu. When I was going through, as I did it, you can see the main menu view is supposed to bring you back to main menu, but I had the hardest time because I wasn't using an uppercase, and I was also using main menu because that's what we named it. So I had to come back over here into the main menu view, look at the actual coding that we used, and I saw that it was all uppercase. And so I went back into my help menu, I changed that to main menu view, and then I guess the return option to finish everything. So let's go ahead and run the test to see how this works. I'm going to see if I can start a new test here. I did it just before we started. So you can see down here in the bottom part of the screen, let me hide this. So it says, welcome to Pharaoh's court. You've been summoned here to assume your new role as agricultural overseer. Please enter your name. So I'm going to do Adam. And then I come here, we got the main menu to pop up. So as I did the help menu, I'm going to come and use option 3. Sorry, option 3, get help on how to play the game. We're going to do that one, and here it is. We come up. So you can see that the code is working. What is the goal of the game? We're going to do option 1, and it should pop up here. Let's see, your responsibility is to gather the harvest. I know I need to change some formatting on my code so I don't have to scroll over, but I'll work on that. Who is Joseph in Egypt? Option 2. That one comes up, Joseph in Egypt responsible for any enough crops are stored. Option 3, we'll test that one. You view the map by pressing X. Option 4, move to another location by pressing X. Option 5, View the current list of resources, use R, and then option 6 to return to the main menu, and it brought us back to the main menu. So that's pretty much it for me. This is one of the codes that I did. It's been good to understand how the whole game comes together. To see it work was awesome. We were working as a group. It was really cool. You know, to see everything start to come together, to see it start to work. I mean, you get frustrated because you have errors and little things, and even just trying to figure out the difference between the simple help menu code versus the main menu to go back to that one. I mean, you never realized how detailed it has to be, but just by changing one character to see it come to work and to see the little red X go away was an awesome feeling. So appreciate your time and your understanding. I understand, you know, we all have lives and different things, but it's been, you know, really amazing to kind of see the program start to come together. Honestly, I think this has been one of the hardest classes I've taken so far at BYU, to try and figure out the group, you know, when we can meet. You know, it's funny, we figured out that early in the mornings, you know, 5:30, 6 a.m. works best for us, with Iran being in, you know, Russia. It's been good to work with them. You know, I wish that, you know, we had more time in life, more things, but it's been really cool to see it all come together and start working. So thanks again. Talk to you later.